Tribe of Habits here, recording another voiceover for something other than a training log this time around. Another experiment at something other than a training session, so just going to record an off day where I still move around quite a lot, and I feel like it's a good opportunity to show that it isn't just about training and that there's many facets to movement, and that I like to practice a lot of them because movement in general has value to me. I'd like to thank subscribers number 35, and not subscribers, subscriber. But still pretty cool. Last week we got 34, and this time around we got 35. Pretty epic. And yeah, now this day I started my day with just a bit of fooling around with a tennis ball against the wall, having some fun playing human tennis, I guess. What's different between human tennis and tennis is that in tennis you are limited to striking with the racket, and here you can utilize your entire body, which makes it a vastly more interesting activity in my eyes. That is not to say that tennis is not interesting. It goes at such high speeds that it has other interests. Then I go handstand some. I've been doing a lot of handstands. I handstand daily, and I'm pretty happy with my ongoing streak so far, which is of about 40 something days. My best hold so far has been 40 seconds in one go, obviously. But here I got, I don't know, my best hold here was probably around 15 seconds or so. I've also been playing with shapes recently, and I find that I hold significantly longer handstands when I'm using the tuck shape rather than the full-on, and I guess that just has to do with how far away my feet are, so it's easier to balance a shorter leverage. I guess that's what happens there. And then I'm flexing my beautiful breakfast that my beautiful girlfriend made for me, and we move on to the next section. Bye bye! And now for this week's dose of somewhat cohesive scattered thoughts. The world's uncertainty is the foundation of many anxieties, and the grandiose nature of this root easily readies oneself for despair and incompetence. Overwhelmed by the sheer number of things outside of one's control, it is easy to resign responsibility and succumb to faith. One potential solution to this weight lays in the comfort of the internal. Resigning responsibility to the external is cowardly, but living in the humble internal isn't. It's about realizing one's own little value in the grand scheme of things, rather than disregarding said value altogether. Something along the lines of finding comfort in the uncomfortable surroundings via our body. That is to say that ultimately our body is where we reside after all. Being okay anywhere, anytime, because we have our body. It is our physical home, and that's enough. As somewhat of a pushy tie-in, I would like to mention the more high-tech our surroundings are, the less high-tech we are. This was the sentence that initially raised my attention to how at home animals are in their physical and how comfortable they seem just about anywhere.